TIFU by saying episode wrong my whole life. Drop a like and be sure to follow for more. So TIFU by saying episode wrong my whole life. Typical, not today, but whatever. I am 21, to start this post off. Not a big adult, but an adult nonetheless. I've been through high school, and no one has told me until now that I'm saying it wrong. For background, as a child, I was mostly raised by my mother. I had a father with a strenuous 9-to-5 with a stay-at-home mom. I'm autistic and was pretty slow to speaking or proper enunciation. Apparently, when I was about 4, I learnt the word episode. However, I would constantly say episode. My mom thought it was so cute, she decided to never correct me, so she would say it back to me and continued to do so through my teenage years. However, this was also reinforced by my father's accent, who also says a very soft P that almost sounds like an F. Fast forward to preschool primary school, and I was incredibly high achieving in English. I was 10 years ahead in reading and joining high school level writing contests at 9 years old. This meant I never really questioned my own English in comparison to my peers, because I knew I was ahead of the curve, at least on paper. My best friend moved in with me shortly before my mom moved out and started doing the switch between mom and dad's house to help me support my little brother in the new living arrangement. We were at mom's and we were trying to figure out where we were at on One Piece, of course. I said I was on episode 207, while he, as far as I remembered, was on episode 199. He went quiet, then looked at me almost bemused. He goes, "What did you say?" I repeated myself, as my friend doesn't have great hearing, so I assumed it was that, and he just smiles at me and pointedly says, "Episodes." I didn't catch what point he was making, so I said, "Episodes." "Episodes?" I suddenly feel very meek and say in a little voice, "Episodes?" He starts explaining that it's episodes, and I start saying, "Isn't it pronounced like t?" Because English is so incredibly disrespectful as a language, I never questioned P being pronounced as F or PH. There are stupid words like through that have made the idea of the word episode being pronounced with an F or PH not even worth a blink. I am now very upset, not really, and I said my parents all said episode and so does my older brother, so how does that come across? My best friend started doubting himself if my whole family really says it. Well, my mom walks in and my best friend brings up our dilemma. She starts laughing, full-on laughing. She tells me that she intentionally reinforced it and that she thought it was way too cute to correct. So in the past years of me regularly using this word not only in the context of casual conversations of TV shows, but also in the context of psychological situations, i.e. I'm having a bad mental health episode, no one has corrected me. Turns out my older brother has not said episode, I just misheard him. I went and told him about all of this, and he laughed, kind of endearingly, and said I was just a silly boy.